Hello, comrades. Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Open Potato. That's right. We're back in the most glorious, the best republic in the whole gosh darned world. And it's only going from strength to strength to strength. Are we going to manage to pay off a couple of extra loans today? Probably, hopefully, maybe, but if not, it doesn't particularly matter because we are loaded. We are absolutely stinky, filthy rich. It's excellent. And the Ljubljana, the glorious, I was about to say cruise ship for a second there. I mean, it is about the size of a cruise ship, but it's a huge ore carrying ship. Anyway, that's also looking pretty good. Our bauxite reserves are in fairly good nick at the moment. Everything is looking up. Everything is looking up. How are we doing with regards to the second alumina plant? Not great, but that doesn't particularly matter. Right, yes. So, containers. We are still waiting for the fabled container ship. Where is it? Where is it? Where did it go? Where did the container ship go? Where did it go? I have literally no idea where it actually went. I mean, as long as it gets here, I don't care, but, like... Where is it? It's almost to the border. Okay, alright. It's almost to the border. Where it's going to emerge, I have absolutely no idea. We're almost certainly going to have to do something about this. I don't know whether it means, like, clearing a more clear route of access or something along those lines. But, I mean, this needs to change. This needs to change, so we'll probably have to do something about that. At some point, but for now it doesn't particularly matter. There are a couple of things that I would like to do. First and foremost, why on earth are you having power supply issues? Let me investigate that real quick. Is it... Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. So we're actually missing coal. Huh? Building without power supply. Oh, my lordy. Okay, so this is... Oh, my lord. Okay, I see what the problem is, actually. I see what the problem is. The problem is this road. The problem is the road and all of the buses are stuck? We've got no people waiting? What? Where did the citizens go? Is this where everyone died? I mean, I know that we had a, you know, a pretty... I know we had a pretty tough time, but, did everyone die here? Is that what the problem is? Okay, well, in order to fix this, this is quite urgent, actually. We're going to see if we can try and repopulate Kolovskaysky. There we go. Maybe just boost the population a little bit. Artificially, of course. There we go. And see if that makes any difference. Yeah, so that should repopulate the number of people that are able to work, which is great. This is a disaster here. This is a disaster. And to be honest, part of the problem is that I've set the aggregate loading to all utilize this area here. So we have 3 trucks. Or should I say 3 trains that all currently go down this route. I mean, what we really need to do is we really just need to say, you, instead of loading from here, you can load from here instead. Yeah, Kolovskaysky aggregate loading. There we go. Wait until loaded. Coal. Boom. Accept changes. And then you can go, you go there. And then this'll fix the road issues, and it should mean that we'll never have an issue like this ever again. But to be honest, Kolovskaysky is just an absolute mess. I mean, the whole place is just an absolute disastrous mess. And we are consistently without power because we're consistently without coal. And if we're consistently without coal and we're consistently without power, then we're not able to mine. And if we're not able to mine, then we're not able to refine. It's all a little bit of a nightmare. I think that we may have just grown a little bit too big in Kolovskaysky for the amount of coal that we actually need. Now, that's not necessarily the end of the world because we do have a building that is supposed to rectify that. We just need to see it actually get completed. It's the coal mine number 2. Which we need to see done, and then we'll be great. But until then, we need to make sure that we're very, very careful with how everything works. I could use priorities. So output, what is this? Outputs. Oh, somebody in the comments did did explain. Output, oh yeah, hold on, we can see it here. Output number 1 is high priority. Output number 2, low priority. Output number 3 is medium priority. That's perfect, actually. That's absolutely perfect. So categorically, we always want to make sure that the coal power plants are always fueled. Okay, that's great. So that solves one slight problem. The other problem that I was kind of hoping to solve was the fact that none of our stuff is being built, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Do we have any buses here? Yeah, we got 4 buses. Do you still pick up? Oh, hold on. Let's get you to pick up from here instead. Will that work? Yeah, okay. So that was why you weren't actually building this. It's because we were previously collecting people from this bus stop here, and nobody goes to this bus stop anymore. That is a bad bus stop to go to. Okay, anyway, this is not part of the episode that I planned out. I actually had a much greater plan in mind for the episode. One, of course, was tracking the ever interesting boat that just keeps on keeping on. It's at the border. I have no idea where this boat has gone. Is it actually, for real, is it going to sail around the map? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. What? It's literally going to leave the Republic, sail around it, and then come back in, presumably over. Okay, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this. I mean, okay, I didn't realize that it was canon that this Republic was an island, but I guess it is. I guess it is. That's completely fine. Okay, so sorting that out is a big priority, and to be honest, the entire problem is this bridge here. The entirety of the problem is this bridge. I think what we're gonna do, actually, we're gonna see if we can try and build a better bridge, but I don't think that I'm gonna bother building it myself. I think I'm quite happy for the video game just to take a crack at it. Yeah, try the. Oh, this is gonna be tough if I don't manually build this, isn't it? I think maybe I should manually build this. Alternatively, what is this connection for? Is it really that important? It's kind of important, but it's not super important. Also, there were a couple of comments about this land bridge being a little bit cheaty. I'm happy to remove this and rebuild it with a regular bridge. We'll do that later, though. I'm not super bothered about land bridges at the moment. I mean, I kind of like how you can terraform everything. A couple of people say that it's cheaty. I'm of the opinion that, you know, if it can be done in this game, and if it's kind of like crazy enough and wacky enough for, you know, Soviet engineers to actually undertake it, then it's legit. It's legit in my world, and you know what, land bridges seems like something entirely rational and normal, and something that the engineers of this glorious republic would do. Anyway, that's kind of by the by. What I also want to do is I also want to change this to only load meat. We probably only want to transport meat via the boats. Although, if I'm not mistaken, there should be another boat route that does only food. Yeah, how many? Okay, so there's one boat route that does just food. I mean, I think we can keep that the same for now. We can have one boat on this journey just to continually, you know, take stuff out of the warehouse. But basically, all of the river cargo ships are going to be taking meat because we've got plenty of meat and we've got plenty of food as well. It's just that the food is now going to be moved by the much more efficient means of container, which is great because, I mean, that was a big old problem before. Right, I still need to get better forklifts. For the avoidance of doubt, I do have a forklift mod that's installed. However, I think that the forklifts are only unlockable at some point later down the road. So for now, we're stuck with these ones unless I want to install another type of forklift. And to be honest, I may very well just do that. Alternatively, I do have another idea. My other idea is, yeah, this. Hold on, what do? Yeah, we'll nab. Is this still our largest? Yeah, this is still our largest covered hull truck. We'll buy 4 of these. And then we will literally set up a route between here, wait until loaded, food, go to here, unload everything, food. Don't do wait until unloaded, potato, because if you do that, then bad things will happen. I guarantee that. Go, start. And the journey is going to be a little bit long. It's going to have to go, what, like up here, around here, down to here. It's not necessarily great that it's going to take that long, but if it yields... Oh, actually, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just be able to jump up this little route here. I missed this one. Okay, cool. Right, yeah, that's great. Then that should be super quick, and it should mean that we're able to just take that little bit of extra food out of the system, which is going to be really helpful for making more food and shipping it off. Right, what do we got up here? Medium distribution office is on fire. A fire truck has been called. I do indeed suspect that we will probably be able to put the fire out before things get too badly wrong. Things go too crazy. Right, are we making progress on the mine? Yeah, we absolutely are. Look at that. We absolutely are. That's good. So we need steel, we need mechanical components. Lots of stuff to be getting on with there, but no issues. And we've not managed to build up a coal stockpile yet, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. This area is, you know, it's tenuously holding. It's tenuously holding, and I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. Are we doing okay? Are we doing okay in terms of average life expectancy here? Yeah, we are. 109 citizens were unable to get electronics. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just a little bit perturbed at how many people died here. Like, that's terrible. Anyway, here's the upshot of this episode. Here's the upshot of this episode. What are we? 12 minutes in. I'll finally chat about what I actually want to do. So what I actually want to do today is I want to see how quickly we're able to build a pretty advanced building. And we're going to try and build it, I guess, somewhere around Turistovsky. I haven't really thought about it that much. Maybe around here. It's going to take a little bit of wire reorganization. Oh joy, oh joy, oh joy. I do love wire reorganization. What I was really thinking of doing was a little bit of propaganda. That's right, I said it. It's true. I want to do a little bit of propaganda. So what do we got? We got a radio station, fire station, pollution monitoring station, hospital, television station, city hall accounting office, and a car dealership. Well, I was thinking mostly radio station and television station, and in an ideal world, it would be accessible by the vast majority of people here. Alternatively, what about a television station right over yonder? I don't actually necessarily hate this, but what are the chances... What are the chances that this interferes with the... dock? Is that all that's required for the dock? Okay. So this is going to be fantastic, I think. We're going to get a TV station over here. And in fact, this track can be demolished. This track is not required at the moment, and I think retiring it right now would be a great idea. Anyway, the whole point of doing this, man, this is, you know what? Leave this bit here. Leave this bit here so we can at least come back to it at some point in the future. This is a disaster, by the way. This is where does this track go? I don't know where this track goes. It's a nightmare. Who cares? It doesn't matter, though. Yeah, the whole point of this exercise, by the way, is to see how fast can my construction offices do the whole construction thing. The other thing that I wanted to check was, is it going to be possible for me to get a road under here? Can I get a bridge under the bridge? Incredible. I actually love it. I actually love it a lot. Now, I think that we can, you know, we can get footpaths over here, but I don't think that there's any... Yeah, there's no chance of a road coming this way, so we're gonna have to supply... We're gonna have to supply the road ourselves. Right. Am I okay with the massive power pylons here? Yeah, I'm okay with the massive power pylons here. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. Let's plan this out. Let's plan this out. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do any of the building myself. Let's immediately get that down right there. And hopefully all of the construction offices over here are just automatically going to get to work. That's what I hope anyway. Look at all these construction offices. Look at all these construction offices. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, get to work. There we go. Love to see it. We're still running the asphalt plant. We're still running the concrete plant. Like there's no tomorrow. That's great. Let's get this aircraft sold off. It's about time that we made some rubles. Also, I'm thinking maybe we do sell this Ljubljana. I mean, that's 5 million rubles, or round about 5 million rubles that we would be able to get right there if we wanted to, which I do like the idea of. Anyway, this is looking pretty darn fancy. This is looking pretty darn fancy. I need to be careful not to cut this area off too much. I'm gonna make sure that we can shave this back at some point if we need to. But for now, let's go and see if we can zone. See if we can zone our radio station. The other thing that we're gonna need to consider is actually getting people access to radios, because believe it or not, our policy on radios has been pretty strict up until now. Yeah, it's been pretty strict. I kind of just want this to slot in here. It is going to mean that I need to remove the power pylons. Right. Do this, and then keep it paused, potato, and then yoink a radio station in here. Okay, good. And then also a television station. Now, television station is somewhat more complicated. But I think that that's honestly not too bad. Still gives us space to shave off if we need to. Gives us access to a brand new housing estate. That's right, could happen. Hopefully we're going to be able to get the road that comes down here. Good. I like that a lot. I like that too. Let's get some paths. Yeah, nice. Good. And a path over there like so. So let's get all of that built. And let's get all of this roadway planned as well. Nice. And in an ideal world, we would be able to connect up maybe this end temporarily to this access road. The reason, by the way, if it's not abundantly obvious that I feel the need to get a bridge is because obviously accessibility over the tracks is very, very dangerous. It's just a... Uh-oh. What? What was this? That was my ship dock that I bought my big ship set. Wait, hold on. Did I build a second one? I think I did build a second one. I already had one. Oh, okay. All right, so you remember when I said, oh, I'm going to need to buy a medium-sized dock in order to buy some boats? Well, that was unnecessary, but it's a bloomin' good thing that I built a second one, eh? Because now I don't need to replace it. There we go. The Central Committee clearly knew what they were doing when they did zone planning for the second one. Wow, well done. Well done. Well done. Also, yeah, there is probably massive power shortages in the system right now because, you know, some idiot forgot to reconnect some cables somewhere along the way. Don't really know what that's all about. Oh no. This was an ambitious undertaking. Right. Can I squeeze this? Can I squeeze this up the middle? No. Unbelievably, I think I can. I absolutely can. I saw green there. I saw green. And if we can make this work, then this is just so glorious. This is very Soviet, you know? We've got the high voltage power cabling that just runs between the television station and the radio station. Probably not overly good for like signals or something. It was there. It was there. It was freaking there, friends. It was freaking there. All right. Sorry, not friends. Comrades. Right. Ditch that. Ditch that. Yeah, so this is probably going to play havoc with, like, the transmitters or whatever. But, I mean, the Central Committee are good, but they're not that good. They're not that good. Okay, and then the little dinky one. Let's do... I don't know, something like this. This is not going to be too difficult to deal with. Yeah. There we go. That's fine. Now, I will actually build the power cabling because it is kind of important that, you know, the glorious Republic has a power connection. That is, I would say, a priority. But everything else in this vicinity, I kind of want to be built. I kind of want to be built manually. Yes. Returning to the original thought. Yeah, the whole idea of building a bridge here is that I will be able to access this area much more consistently. Using the access routes around these parts is, like, tenuous at best. Like, it is dangerous. It is dangerous to build around these tracks. And yet, here I am. I'm going to do it again. There we go. And so that should immediately allow construction offices to be allocated to all of these different parts. And we should be able to start on a whole bunch of road at the same time, which is kind of nice. All right, I need to stay on top of fire extinguishing. Nobody lives here. Need firefighters, but there are trucks. Yeah. So okay. Let's see if we can fix this. Let's see if we can fix this in a way that's not terrible. Let's also add the fire station as a output for workers. There we go. And that should allow the fire to be extinguished in good time. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Just like that. Boom. It's completely gone. You love to see it. That's excellent. Okay. The bauxite that we've got is coming on thick and fast. That's great. We probably could sell some of these boats. To be fair, they're not super useful anymore. But that's not my problem at the moment. We can continue to operate them for at least a little while. Containers, we're still doing fine on the container front, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're still boxing up a whole bunch of goodies. And it looks to be working at a wonderful pace, actually. Yeah, very, very happy with that. The only critique I would probably have of this process is that we maybe have a few too many Maz trucks. But that's okay. That is A-okay with me. Are we still bringing in enough people here? 203 workers? Oh, my lordy. Where are they all going? Are they going to the food plants? Most of them are probably going up to the chemical plant. Yeah, most of them are going up to the chemical plant here. To be fair, chemical plant is getting all of its crops supplied locally, which is great, as opposed to the food factory, which absolutely is not. I wonder if perhaps we maybe look to boost the number of people that are in the food factory. Boost that by 2. So let's allow double the number of people that are working at the food factory to continue to work there. And honestly, probably need to look at getting a brand new one of these, a brand new train, because we are probably pretty consistently maxing out the passenger transports along this route. Let's get 2 more. Go. There we go. Can't launch quite yet, but well, we'll get there. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it, video game. We'll get you there. And launch you as well. Yeah, these things are a waste of space. These tram T2s, yeah, not a fan. Not a fan, but it's all good. Okay, so we should be maxing this out. We are still importing crops. Importing crops for rubles, it's basically free. It costs us almost nothing. Which is good. The distillery is also looking good. Ironically, you know, we've got this massive factory, you know, set up, and we still cannot supply enough crops to deal with either the livestock farm, the food factory, or the distillery. We're only able to supply the chemical plants. I mean, that is what it is, then that is what it is. That is just fine. We've got too much meat. Got too much meat. And that is a problem that could maybe be fixed with forklifts because it doesn't look like we've got a capacity issue over here. Instead, it looks like we've just got a distance issue. It's such a long way for the forklifts to go. Yeah. We can build another forklift facility, but then again, what's the point? We seem to have enough meat at the other end of the line. Yeah, I think we usually have enough meat up here. Yeah, we got plenty of meat up here. Let's not tax ourselves too much. Where is the big boat? Where's the big boat? It's still sailing. Yep, it's still sailing around the edge of the Republic. That's hilarious. I had no idea that was actually a mechanic that could be deployed strategically. It's highly embarrassing, to be honest. It's unbelievably embarrassing, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I was gonna fix this at some point, wasn't I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this. Do I need to fix this? Where's our nearest bridge? Our nearest bridge is over here. Our nearest land bridge. Are there any vehicles? Oh yeah, no, I tell you what vehicles go between these parts. This vehicle. Yeah, these vehicles that take fuel. They travel along that route. That's on fire, but that's fine. I mean, maybe it's not necessary that we actually replace it right now. It's going to make the journey a little bit longer, a little bit more cumbersome. But I think it's still very capable of getting there. Now it's going to just route all the way around Disneylandovsk. But to be honest, we can easily queue that up to be fixed if we just want to nab a little road like this. A lovely coastal road. A lovely coastal road. There we go. I'm not even gonna bother. Not even gonna bother allocating that a construction office. I think that should all be within range. It is. This bit might not be. This bit might not be. Okay, I might just build that one. All right, build one and then let the construction offices do the rest. Let them take the strain. Okay, so we've got what? We've got a bridge to build, and that's going to be done in just a second. So that's looking quite nice. This area is starting off great. I'm really hoping, by the way, that we're going to at least make a substantial start on the radio station and the television station. Again, where we're going to get the electronics from, I have absolutely no idea. We clearly need to do something about electronics, and I'm not sure what it's going to be. Because we need to get plastics for electronics, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not sure where we're going to make plastics. I mean, the obvious answer is maybe in Potatograd? Yeah. Maybe that's not crazy. We got a lot of chemicals here. What do we need for plastics? What is it? Various industries, I think. Yeah, plastics factory is chemicals and oil. This area would be good for a plastics factory. 6.6 tons of plastic. Electronics components, electronics assembly. I mean, I actually don't hate it. I actually don't hate it at all. Do I have a modded plastics factory? I don't think that I do. I have huge greenhouses, which I've yet to use. But I do not have a modded plastics factory. Which makes me think that maybe I want to get... Maybe I want to get 2. But I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, let's lower this a little bit. Without a nuclear bulldozer, man, it just feels so sad and so slow. Right. Various industries. Plastics. So, I kind of had the idea that maybe I could squeeze another splitter in here. I think we're fine for oil. Yeah, we're absolutely golden for oil. Which is wonderful. Right. Is that within range? I mean, what's the walking distance on this? 315 meters? It's probably not going to be within walking distance. We're probably going to have to get like an intermediary stop here. Like a bus stop or something to tide people over on their journey. Yeah. Okay. I think this is still the best area for it. I mean, who would have thunk that this entire area would develop into, you know, Potatograd Industrial Estate, for goodness sake. I did not see this coming. Right. If we're gonna go for it, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna get 2 plastics factories. That's the whole humming and hawing. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find a way to make 2 plastics factories actually work here. And I think the solution is to move it over just a smidgeroony to here. Trying to use the building in order to speed up the flattening process. In fact, if you want to be a pro player, you can use the coal power plant. That's too big. Or the single nuclear reactor, or something large, right? To speed up the ground shaping process. Go. I don't know why I've decided to use a crappy power transformer. But there we are. Right. Let's get this down. Let's get this down. So plastics. Oh my lordy. That's kind of to be expected, to be honest. You know what? Let's leave that. Let's leave that as a reminder as to why I should check my notifications. But also, it doesn't particularly matter because who cares? It's just a pump jack. It's just a pump jack. Right, is that going to work? Same elevation. Same level. Do I want to maybe flip it around? I do want to flip it around. I don't know why I was thinking that I wouldn't flip it around. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There are 2 outputs to these factories. Now, I originally thought I might want to see if I could squeeze in like a warehouse here to output the plastic to. This is an idea. So basically, there are a couple of processes that will require plastic. One is, of course, the electronics assembly hall. So we're gonna need plastics for this stage of the process, and then we're gonna need plastics for this stage of the process too. So I was thinking about having a direct connection between the plastics factory and the electronic components factory, like somewhere over here. Alternatively, we could just ship it around. We could just ship it around the place. I feel like I'm kind of leaning in that direction right now. Will 2 plastics factories be enough? Probably. 13.2 tons of plastic per day. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of plastics. Right. Let's just go about getting this all connected up here. Should not be super tough. Go. The only potential problem is that I didn't really leave enough space here. Conveyor pipe engine. Do we have any pumps? I don't think that we've got any pump stuff. We might just have to use the default pumps. So this will definitely work. Kind of hate this, but I also kind of don't. Connect this up with the road. Yeah, you know what? This is actually completely fine. It looks a little janky, but it's fine. Building is in the way. Okay. I said it looked a little bit janky. I said it should be fine. Turns out I lied. It was a dirty, filthy lie. It will not be fine. Okay, try that there. Again, you know, maybe a little bit more expensive to do it this way, but It actually keeps expansion possibilities in mind, which is kind of cool. All right. Right, so this is going to be the most tricksy. And we squeeze this. And we squeeze this over the top of the existing pipe. Oh, pipe spaghetti. How I've missed you. I saw green. I saw green. It counts. Too sharp of a turn? Really? You're going to allow me to do that, and then you're not going to allow me to connect this up here? Okay, video game. That's fine. All right, so that looks like a water slide, but I actually don't hate it. Let's build it. Let's build it with dollars because I am loaded right now. Loaded, loaded, loaded. Build this, and let's build this. $108,000. It's barely anything, to be honest. Barely anything. Go. There we go. Oh, and there we go. Okay, so the next question is, what's the max range? The max walking range of this. I mean, to be honest, they're probably not like a million miles. The train station's probably not a million miles away from actually just being able to directly supply workers to the factory here. Yeah, it's quite close. It's a lot closer than I think you'd think, because if we upgrade this road to not terrible roads, it would probably work. I think what the safe bet is, though, almost certainly, is to nab a bus stop. And if it fits in here, then that's just exceptional. Oh, it's very... Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Build that. Build that. Nice. Then we assign a certain number of peeps to go over there. 12%. Fine. And then from here, people are going to go boom and... Is that too distant? Okay. All right. Well, if it's too distant, it is literally just too distant. And it shouldn't be once we reconnect that, or if we connect that up for the first time. Boom and boom. Okay. And all we need is chemicals. All we need is chemicals. Now, do we have a distribution office that's linked to this facility? We do not. It is just trucks that do the delivery route. Maybe should be a distribution office as opposed to having, you know, these unconnected trucks, but that's fine. We can worry about that later. Let's get a distribution office in here. It's going to be a small distribution office. I really should learn my lesson about not building small distribution offices ever. Because they're kind of terrible, and they leave no room for expansion. Am I really going to have to build the distribution office all the way over here? That's ridiculous, Potato. Look, there's got to be somewhere closer to the chemical facility. Yeah, what about, like, here? Also, this needs to be demolished, and then this needs to be reconnected. I do still want to turn this chemical plant on one day, and to be honest, this is maybe a good inspiration to start working on the second chemical plant, and actually to start working on a construction facility that's going to allow us to build these buildings much more cheaply. Oh, actually, let me check on the containers. I think they arrived. I think they arrived, and I think that they've all been processed. Oh, no, they haven't been. You're stuck. Oh, yes, you see? I knew that there was a reason why we were keeping this, area free. There we go. Clean that up. Clean it right up. Yes. Let's make this into a lovely peninsula. The television... If the television station moves any closer to the edge, it will collapse. It will fall down. But that should allow this to work. It's also out of fuel. It is working, though. So that's good news. That's good news, at least. All right, you reverse. Yeah, just casually reverse into land. Why can you never sell through land whenever I need it? What a shame. What a shame. Anyway, it's almost here. It's almost arrived at long last. I can't believe that these bridges, which I built ages and ages ago, at like the beginning of the series, I can't believe they've actually held up. I don't think that the Ljubljana would fit under there, but it's pretty well organized. It's pretty well organized. Man, this container ship looks dope. How cool does that look? How cool does that look? That doesn't look cool. Don't love the whole... Yeah, don't... Yeah, Okay, I take it back. I take it back, video game. You impressed me with your grandeur and then disappointed me with your inconsistency. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're almost there. We've almost arrived. We've almost arrived at the dock. And it's time. It's time. Do we have workers waiting here? We totally do. We totally do. I don't know how we managed to get 6 tons of alcohol over here. That's a mystery. Maybe that's just stuff that the workers brought with them from home. Or something. I don't know. Also, look at the size of this dock in comparison to the ship. Is this the biggest building in the game by default? It might be. Is the nuclear facility a little bit bigger? How do I check this? It's energy related. The nuclear reactor. The nuclear reactor is like round about the same size, although I actually think that this might be a little bit bigger. Single nuclear reactor is definitely smaller. Yeah, for sure. Nuclear fuel fabrication. Yeah, I don't think that there's... Maybe the aluminium plant's bigger? No, surely not. Nope. I think this might be the biggest footprint in the game. Let's get this started as well, shall we? Right. We're back. Apologies. I had to reload the game there because the camera started doing some really funky things. Anyway, no matter. We're here. We're live. We're watching the boat get filled up with gas, which is kind of nice. Happy with that. And after, the really exciting stuff is going to start. I mean, look at this. We're going to see all the container ships getting unloaded, which is very, very exciting. And it will be done any second now. There we go. We should be unpacking. Oh, love to see it. It's looking real good. It's looking real good. So presumably the smaller ones take a little bit shorter time than the longer ones. But on the whole, looks to be happening at a fair speed. Therefore, I don't really think that there's too much that we can complain about. Also, in other good news, the boat is taking a much more direct route this time. After demolishing the bridge, right over at Kolovskaysky, right here, everything seems to have been fixed. Everything seems to have been fixed. And to be honest, at the same time, look at that. We're building the road. Here's an interesting thing. This was multiple road sections. This wasn't like one single bit of road, and yet it's been allocated as one singular construction task. That must be a new feature. That must be a new feature because I like that a lot. That is really cool. So it's all one long gravel road now. Huh. I am impressed, video game. That is very, very cool. Okay, in other news, how much progress are we making on the TV station front? Gotta be honest, we're not making a hell of a lot of progress. I was kind of anticipating that we'd be making a little bit more progress. What is keeping us back? Hold on. The asphalt plant can't produce asphalt. But it can though. It can. It absolutely categorically can. It's just choosing not to. It's just choosing not to. Is that what the primary delay is here? Is this all? Yeah, this is all 3,000 range. Very strange, very peculiar. Speaking of bitumen and asphalt, actually, I should check. Are we maxed out? Yeah, we're maxed out on bitumen capacity here. That might cause somewhat of a problem. Probably not going to create a huge problem because it seems like the number of trucks that we have doing bitumen deliveries to the border seems fine. Seems okay. Just acutely aware, given that we've increased the length of the route just a little bit, we're probably going to see some longer transit times. Also, where on earth are these trucks going now? It's quicker for them to commute all the way around here than it is to... Oh, yeah, it's quicker for them to commute all the way around than do this little route here. All right, I still think that it's probably going to change once we once we finish off this road right here. And do we have more people coming in? We got 20 workers coming in. All right, that's great. We're probably going to be able to get this done today, hopefully, maybe. Maybe. We're speeding up the pace a little bit, and we got 25 more workers coming in. That's real good. I don't think we can be too displeased with this. I think this is all going great. We're unboxing a whole bunch of containers. Love to see it. Very, very nice indeed. I am a little bit over capacity in terms of alcohol, but I did plan for this. And yet it's kind of not happened. Large custom size. Oh my god, another fire? Another kindergarten in Krudenovsky? Oh man, I don't know why, but the fires in this game just appear to target the kindergartens. I don't understand why. Also, we maybe need to think about upgrading this road here. Yeah, I don't know if the bitumen... Maybe the bitumen trucks have been taking this long route for a long time. I am not sure. But I don't like it. I don't like it one pea pickin' bit. Yeah, okay. Well, we're almost done with that road. That's kind of nice. We got any aircraft to sell? We do actually have an aircraft to sell. That's kind of nice. That's good. Let's get you away. We are still super good in terms of dollars. Like, this is just fantastic. This is just brilliant. Can we pay off any loans? We could pay off one loan. What's our highest interest rate loans? 7.3? Wow, we can take out loans at 6.4 now? Oh my goodness. I mean, I think we should do it, to be honest. Let's repay this. There we go. Let's repay that. And then 6.3. Wowzers, that's crazy. And then take out one loan. Maybe that'll allow us to pay back 2-ish. It's kind of close, actually. We can definitely pay back this one. And we can pay back almost all of this one. We need about $500,000 more to do that. But that's a little bit of a simplification, and definitely a much lower rate of interest as well, which is kind of nice. Rubles, on the other hand, we can take out loans at 5.3%. Wow, I haven't seen a 5.3% ruble rate of interest in donkeys. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. 5.3 as well. I mean, what do we got? We got 6.7 here. 6.5, 6.6. Not actually a huge number. I like crazy loans. I actually think that we're not doing too bad in terms of repaying our loans. And it could all be fixed if we just decided to sell our upcoming Ljubljana, or alternatively, the Ljubljana that we already have in operation. Fire truck should be able to reach. Might cause some issue over here, actually. I'm acutely aware that this area has previously been very, very difficult for fire trucks to escape from. It's never been too much of a problem to put the fire out, but it's been a problem to get out of the complex. And there's another fire? What the heck is happening here? What the heck is happening? Meat storage, no fire trucks coming to deal with the fire. Is that not within range? Oh yeah, I remember this. This is a big problem, actually. This is a huge problem. We've had some issues with this area before. Yeah, like if you'll recall, we had this, well, huge construction office, which has literally never been used. We had this entire operation burned down just because it's not within range of a fire station. I mean, what is the solution to this problem? The solution to this problem is building a brand new fire station, but building it much closer. I say much closer, and then I think maybe I don't care about it being much closer. I care about it being closer. Maybe not much closer. Well, let's do this, shall we? Fund with rubles, fund with dollars. Unpause. Make it so. This could still burn down. If it does burn down, it's not necessarily the end of the world. Not necessarily the end of the world. Can we... 3 workers without a job? They don't have a job. They can literally work right here. Work here? Work here? Anyone? Literally anyone? Literally anyone. Come on. Come on. Get to the fire station. There we go. Okay. Are the fire trucks going to be there in time? I actually think they will be. I think there will be plenty of time for them to get there. Yeah, I don't even think that's going to be close to being a problem, actually. Okay, so we got the chemical operation that is looking pretty darn good here. I did say that I was gonna get a distribution office. That's the term. Wonderful. And then I got just absolutely, completely, categorically sidetracked. I don't know how that happened. I got very excited about the container ship arriving. What can I say? Also, the elevation here is crazy. This is huge. Hugely different. Anyway, this needs to be level because we need a small distribution office right in here if it's all possible. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Happy with that. And it's much closer than the original area that I was proposing, so that's good too. Build that. Build that. And then we'll buy a couple of trucks. In an ideal world... Oh, no. In an ideal world, we would just delete this pipe and then connect the road up here. I'm not going to redo this pipe for the sake of that road. I mean, we're not going to need that many chemicals. We need 3 tons of chemicals per day. We're not going to need that many. Famous last words, etc., etc., etc. But, yeah, we're gonna leave this as is at the moment. Less than 60. Sure. Okay. All right. Let's give this a little trial run, see if it works. Resources that are missing are, of course, chemicals. We can pick up plastics from the warehouse at the moment. The warehouse within the plastics factory. We're going to leave this as is. I don't think that I necessarily want to tweak this too much at the moment. I think we're going to want to do electronics, all of that stuff. We're going to want to do that in the next episode because, I mean, the whole point of this episode was supposedly, to try and get the television station and the radio station up and running. Has that happened? No, it hasn't. Wow, did you see that? Did you see that, folks? The nuclear bulldozer came through, took one look at the road, and immediately just fixed it. Wow, I like it. I like it. I mean, it is a little cheaty, but you know what? It's okay. We only have like 3 nuclear bulldozers across the entirety of the Republic. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it if it wants to come up and demolish a road or bulldoze a road from time to time. That is fine with me. Yeah, as I say, the whole point of this episode, supposedly, was to start work on the television station. I was actually reasonably optimistic that we would be able to get it built over the course of a single episode. That has turned out to be disastrously incorrect. Not necessarily for the reasons that I thought. But I've used very, very nice, expensive road. I've used the asphalt road here, and got a bridge and whatnot. And that's all good and well, but it takes a lot longer to build these types of roads than it does take to build gravel roads. I mean, look at the gravel footpath, for example. We got a gravel footpath literally over here that is being built, and it takes hardly any time at all. If we would have used gravel roads over here, then things would have been much, much smoother, much nicer, and probably would have gone just a lot better, all things considered, actually. But it doesn't particularly matter. I'm still okay with the progress that we've made over the course of this episode. I mean, the fact that containers are working is great. Why are the distribution offices not working? Why are the distribution offices not working? This is the... Okay, here's the problem again. The small distribution office just ain't doing enough. And the reason that it ain't doing enough is because it's a small distribution office. I hate small distribution offices. Why do I ever build them? Because at the moment, it's only operating 2 covered hull trucks. And it just needs way more than that to actually move any meaningful amount of cargo. Alright, I'll do what I should have done probably ages ago. Let's build a brand new one. We'll buy what we need to buy. How many tourists are we bringing in, by the way, on each of these boats? I don't feel like it's that many. You know, there's a couple of tourists coming in. It's not a huge number, but it's not exactly nothing. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, so this is just not up to scratch. Not up to scratch at all. Okay. Get this built. Buy some brand new covered trailers. Still the SKD 706. We're going to buy as many as we possibly can, because of course we are. We're going to say here, If storage percent is above 90, then dispatch and just go to the closest border that you possibly can. Sorry, load, not unload. If storage percent is above 90, right, let's say 69. Nice. Percent. Sure. If it's above 69%, then we will deploy the trucks, because this is just not good. It's just not good. It's just not good enough. The good news is, though, is that it seems like the food trucks are doing a pretty darn good job of moving food around. I mean, we got a whole bunch of trucks here. We got a whole bunch of delivery destinations, and none of them are being served right now. Makes me think that there is perhaps another delivery issue. Like we've probably just completely overstretched. Yeah, we probably just completely overstretched this poor medium distribution office. Yeah, I imagine that is pretty much what's happening. Should we get another medium distribution office? I think we should. You know what? I think we should. I'm on a roll with medium distribution offices. Let's keep that pace up. You know, this episode has been bonkers since the beginning. I don't necessarily think that it's time to end the bonkers stuff right now. On the contrary, it's time to double down. Right, so more SKDs, and then we will just set this as the collection point, and we will just distribute food to all of these places, I hope. Saying that, a couple of them have food now, which is great. Again, keeps our prices down, which is lovely. SKD. Will we have enough cash? Of course we will. Go. We'll say load. Alcohol, food. Yep. And then we want to go here, here, here. Yep. Unload, unload. Anywhere else? Restaurant. Pub. That place. Airports? Does airport need food? Airport doesn't need food. Airport can be used as a cargo airport, apparently, but that's a passenger airport there, so I'm not sure why that was going to accept. Food. No, there is one more. Yep, and there is one more after that. There's another one over there. Is that it? I think that might be it. I think that... Nope, one more. There we go. That's definitely it. That is definitely it. So that is going to be... That is going to be a lot of distribution that needs to happen. And there is not a lot of activity. Not a lot of activity at all. Are we actually... Yeah, we're actually, like, legitimately over capacity on everything? Okay. All destination buildings, less than 80%. There we go. It's gonna spike a couple into actually acting, I hope. Really? Are we fine for everything else? For real? The Leningradsky Hotel does not have anything here. It's not got any food. Oh, is it because we've got too much alcohol? I think it might be because we got too much alcohol here. Yeah, okay, that's the problem, actually. That's the problem. Okay, have we limited amount on all of these? Maybe it comes automatically limited on these hotels. Nope. I've just filled them all up with alcohol. We've had too much alcohol in the past, and that's not allowing us to consume enough food. Hilarious. Wow, absolutely hilarious. Right. This over here. Add this as a destination as well. Add that as a destination. Cannot assign more buildings. That's okay. That is okay. That's fine. Anything else that needs to be limited? I don't think that we need to limit the supermarket. Yeah, that's automatically limited, I think. That's automatically limited. That's automatically limited. Yeah, so we should be fine. We should be fine now. Again, I'm a little bit surprised that we're not seeing more trucks. Discard, 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 discard. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that we're not seeing more trucks jump into action, but... c'est la vie, I suppose. Let's discard some of this alcohol. I know that we could technically wait for it to be used up, But at this point, I don't think that it really makes much sense to do that. Let's just free up the storage and allow resources to be delivered. Okay, I think this is looking good. We're not quite to the point yet where we need to consider our sort of traffic fluidity, but we're definitely getting there. There is definitely a sniff of traffic jam in the air, and it smells bad. It smells real bad. In other news, though, looks like we've just about managed to get through all the containers here. It looks like we got a lot of food. I'm happy with this. I'm very, very happy with this. And what do you know? Here come way more containers. This is great. Is that all of the containers that are at the container facility up here? It's not. We definitely need another vehicle, another boat to transport containers. Wowzers, we got a lot of containers waiting over there. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It looks like the introduction of the covered hull food route has made a big old difference. No surprise here. We are maxed out on plastic storage. Again, this is kind of to be anticipated. Kind of thought that this would happen. I'm not too displeased with it. Actually, unload plastics here. Load plastics. Load plastics. There we go. We can do that, right? Like, does that work? No. Unload plastics. Load chemicals. Unload plastics. Wanna do that? No? Okay. Right? You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this, video game. Unload, hold on. There we go. 90%. Less than 90%. Not sure why you don't want to load up the plastics here. That's fine, I guess. It's just weird. I don't think that I messed up the order of operations here. It doesn't particularly matter, does it? Let's be brutally honest. It doesn't, because this episode is over. And, again, future Potato, the lucky individual that he is going to have to deal with all of the problems of past Potato. Yeah, past Potato was a sucker. Future Potato is hopefully the genius that we need in order to carry our great republic to victory. Anyway, folks, thank you as ever for watching this episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Thanks to Aurelio Banana for being the $225+ tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.